Okay. Right. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Faye.
There it is. Hello.
Hello. Are you okay?
We're okay. There you go.
We'll just give it a few more minutes until people can join. Hi, you okay, Faye?
Say hi. She's a bit shy this morning.
No worries. Yeah, we'll give it a few more minutes so if some more people can join, and then I think we'll get started.
Okay, bro.
How is everyone then? Are we all okay?
Yeah, are you okay?
Okay.
Yeah, have you got your hearing aid in?
Okay.
No, she's okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I'm a bit startled. I didn't expect to be here, so yeah, I managed to move things around so I could get here. So I'm really pleased.
Oh, no worries. No, I only decided to do them last Friday, and I thought, oh, I'll message Fiona because I know that you joined in the last session as well. Which is
I had a great time. You've got a different background today, Holly.
I have, yes.
Things on your wall. It's amazing.
Pieces are actually things that people have sent in. So I'm making these workshops more of a mail art kind of idea. And these workshops are going to last every Wednesday now, 11 till 1, and you can just come and join whenever you want. Obviously leave whenever you want as well. But yeah, so every Wednesday we're going to be doing them now. So it's going to be more of a regular thing than a one-time kind of.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Thank you.
Well, I did a few tests just to see how it would go, and I got quite a good response. So I thought, oh, I'll start doing them more often then. Because I do some workshops on a Friday anyway, with a charity. So I thought, well, I'll try and tie in this online usage with some of the work that I'm doing at the moment as well. Oh, Rochelle's in as well. Right. Hi, Rochelle. Hi, Maisie. Yeah. Right.
You see that better?
Yeah. It's a lovely bow.
Right, I think we'll get started then. So, like I was saying before, Rochelle, these workshops are every Wednesday, 11 till 1. And we're going to use random objects, different materials. So we've got paints, chalks, pastels, and just see really what we can make with them. Hi, Liz. Hi, Polly. Are you okay? Yeah, I think she's there. So we'll get started if that's okay with everyone. So I've got paints, chalks, oil pastels, and then some random objects. So we've got things like toothbrushes, sponges, brushes, and a few kitchen objects as well. And I'm going to be working on A1 and A2 paper as well. So yeah, we'll just get started. And this workshop is really just a social space where we can all come together, all have a little chat, a conversation about different art techniques. And if you've got any questions, just ask me. It's really informal, so I want you to all feel really relaxed as well, if that's okay. All right. Oh, Faye's getting the gloves on. I think I've got some as well here that I can use. All of these pieces behind me are from a mail art project as well. So what I'm asking people to do is either send me photographs or send me the pieces maybe, and then they'll all get exhibited on this wall, and I'll be then changing it over like a little gallery kind of space. So each week you'll be able to see your pieces on the wall as well. So if you'd like to then send them across, and if not, then that's okay. Don't worry. I'm going to start with using my paints first as well. Rochelle, Maisie, are you guys okay?
Yeah. We're good. She's found
she's having some fun with that black, is it black paint that you've got there?
It was different.
It was. Right. I'm going to start with my A1 piece, I think, with my larger bits as well.
Get some then.
Right. What materials have everyone got? Amanda, Faye, what are you guys using?
We've got acrylic paints at the moment, but we've got some other bit pieces around.
I've got some ready mixed paint as well. I'm using the paints that I use for my workshops on a Friday. Okay.
You're gonna see what we've got. You've got your palette knife at the moment, haven't you? Scratching into the paint.
I've got things like nail brushes, tennis balls, you know, cutlery, that kind of stuff. So really anything that you can find around the house to make a mark. That'd be brilliant.
A bit closer.
I've pulled my inks out today. I haven't played around with my inks for a very long time. So I'm gonna be really big and bold with them today.
Yeah.
Now I'm using some outdoor brushes. I've managed to find some in my dad's garage, so I've got a few of those going on. Yeah.
What colours have you got on your palette?
Right, well, I've got the primary colours, then I've got orange, green, some purples, got a few pinks as well, and I've got some black. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing some kind of action painting to start with, and then work with some of the objects to create some different textures and different marks as well. I think it's really interesting because it's kind of challenging the conventions of art making, and we're learning to make in a different way using objects that we wouldn't usually use for art. Right,
Oh,
are you okay, Liz?
paint's just flowed out of the bottle. Our acrylic is all in different states of thickness and stuff, depending on its age. So this is a welcome change from homeschooling, isn't it, Paul?
Oh, yeah.
This is I can't get that off. So what have we got so far? Oh, just put that on it. Well, we can just make whatever we want.
Yeah, okay.
So let's just try things out and then we can just add to it.
Can I start using it?
Yes, I reckon this. I'm quite excited about this tool.
Oh,
The
yeah.
bottle cleaner from
No.
Baby Bottles years ago. That
I've got a little bear that I'm going to use.
Okay. Makes
Oh.
Because the bears have come to me this week, one way or another. So I found this little bear, and I thought I'm going to incorporate that into my artwork this week some point. So he's very cute. Look, he's got a lovely little nose. I think I can use. I'm hoping to make some paw prints, some bear prints.
Amanda, are you guys okay?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, yeah, brilliant.
Testing out some of the stampy things.
Oh, I bet the green now. So annoying. Did you get the red? How'd you get the red?
Been a bit crazy, aren't you, darling?
Any colour you like?
Now I've got a bath sponge here that I'm using. Makes some quite good prints as well. So. Rather noisy as well, this.
I've just got I'm not on mute, and I'm doing quite a bit of scribbling with a block of beeswax at the moment. So it's
Ooh, look at that.
nice sounds.
I quite like the mix of different colours that you get on the surface with me using, what we'll start with anyway, ready mixed paint.
Which go up? You right up.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's nice.
I'm gonna say that with the beer.
Is that a loo brush, Holly?
It is, yes, yeah. No, it is clean only for art purposes.
What?
I just need some paint.
Oh,
Is this one good?
no,
I
I
need to
don't think so. You need a bit of water, probably with it. Maybe. Does it need to be runnier?
I need to get in a bit inside.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
I'm doing a mix of action painting and then using the objects to create different marks as well. I've got this little whisk as well that I got from Asda that I'm using.
Yeah.
There we are.
Oh, can I have a go at this?
Ooh, that looks just nice doing gold.
Different sizes. I can get you different sizes of those.
Oh, look at that one.
Ooh, you could put it on your hand actually, couldn't you?
Mum, we could do a bit of finger painting.
Can you do some
Actually,
What else do you want to use? Do you want to use this one?
those. Colours.
No. Okay.
we do that? Hand.
Yeah, it's called finger painting. So
Okay.
you get a bit of this. In Art Ninja,
Yeah.
this person, they did finger painting. He did finger painting and he made a lion with it.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. She dropped a mark on the floor. Praise the Lord. You ready?
About this.
That's a pretty colour.
You like
Mum,
that?
look,
Hey, that's cool.
Mum, if you rub it like that, if you just try and get a bit less
Yeah.
paint, like you get like that.
Yeah.
If you just rub
Yeah.
it. Look, it turned,
Maybe, yeah, what did it turn?
Mom.
Colour?
Is it color?
Yeah, pretty.
Ooh.
Not doing a heart shape.
Okay, don't touch the seat.
Okay, that's
You don't need to sit down, you can stand.
Right, we need some
Yeah.
yellow, but I don't have any yellow.
Easy. Yeah. Is that better? Yeah, right, good. Go on
I've
then.
got wash my hand a minute.
Ow.
Yeah. Just on this one.
Okay, what else have we got? We'll do that end.
Yeah. Okay. We've done. Yeah. It's not fit.
It's often the things you don't expect that make better marks than things you think, oh, that'll be really good. And then it's like, oh, not so good.
No, I think when you're making marks that are planned, I think you tend to think too much about what you're making.
Yeah.
Bit of improvisation.
Do some of the brush show, sprinkle on. Do you want to do water bits and I'll drop stuff on it?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're going to try and fill the whole sheet with colour.
Yeah,
Maybe we
what
need
if we
some
all
things here.
spread it? Like, what if we mix colours with the other one that we already put down?
Yeah, we don't want a brown math. Let's put some things here first. What other mark makers have we got? Some of that. I think this might be good. That duck going to walk on it. Try this. Press that into the one of the
Which
one
one?
of these strong colours. Look, oh, we've got
Oh, should we, which one should we, which colour should we use? Should we use black?
yeah, or put it over the. Oh no, maybe put the gold on the top after. I don't mind whichever colour you want. If I could get into the green.
This colour.
Okay, do that round there. And we filled the sheet, and then we can do the other bit.
Oh, look at that, Mummy. Oh, sorry.
Mind you, see? Ooh, let's do some more. Bit more here. Fill it
Yeah.
up.
That's nice.
Does that look?
Good.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, Mummy, look what I did.
Ooh, layers
Can I
of
use a
layers.
different colour?
Yeah, I want to try and get in the green, but I can't get in it. Oh, there we go. Green. Then we'll get some yellow.
I'm gonna put it over here again. It looks really good. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Ooh, look at
that is crazy.
that's too crazy.
Is it? It's never too crazy.
I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
Green now.
Ooh. It's almost like doing finger paints, but without actually using your finger.
Oh, yeah, perfect fingers.
No, nothing's perfect.
I know, but you know, like round there.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like that on the black. I'm going to try a bit of something else. What else we use the green? And then I might let you use a bit of this. Oh, that could be good. This, that might make good things. Stamp that down.
Yeah.
Stamp.
It feels so heavy.
Clay.
Oh. Is it
There's some
wrapped
yellow.
up in clay?
Wrapped up in cling film. There's some yellow.
What do I
Oh
need
yeah, do
there?
yellow stuff on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Got different mixed colours.
That'll do at this end. You need a cloth. The cloth's useful, isn't it? Like that as well. Does that make some art from?
Mum! Look, I got something really good.
Is that too?
Here,
Yeah.
the
Oh wow, look at this. This is wild.
What colour do you want to? Look.
His mum.
Yeah.
In I think Rosen isn't
We've got
good.
wild.
Wait.
Yeah, I think so too.
This one's quite hard to do because
Okay.
this is how it turns out.
I've got that, haven't
Two more.
Okay. Oh, that's like spongy mommy. Can you
I?
use a sponge?
Yeah, I was trying to find. I had one on a stick. I really want to have. Where's that gone? I need to sort my drawers out on. Sponge on a stick. Look, we've got pastel.
Notice where that phone sound came from?
Yeah, I didn't hear one. Right there. Look, there's a mini sponge.
Supposed to be a rubber thing.
It's a sponge. It's good out, you know.
Which one should I use? Which colour one? Blue?
Oh,
Blue?
well, do you want a bit of orange or something?
Yeah. So
Let's try some. See what we've got in
get
here.
red or orange.
Red and yellow.
Because that I think that would be nice.
Yeah, probably mix it with the sponge, maybe, or with the brush.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's a really nice one.
Oh, orange is good, isn't it?
Oh, look, Mum.
Ooh, that's cool. Ooh, look at that.
They go through different colours, Mommy. Wow.
We need to go around here now. Got more yarn.
Oh no. Oops.
How's everyone getting along? Are we all okay?
Good. Well, ours is good.
Yes, good. We're getting. Got to be patient as well and build it up, haven't you? I think.
Mommy.
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
fine. It's
Well,
fine.
it won't be if it's Edie's. Let's just take. Can we just take it off?
Fine.
Just
Yeah,
take
okay.
that.
Ow.
Should I do it? 'Cause my hands. Well, I'm so clean. Honestly, because you can't necessarily always get the credit bar. You won't be popular, will you? Right. Okay. Right then. Let's do more of that.
More of. You don't like that one.
Sponge, more sponge. It's not right.
So is this every week, Holly? This session is a new one, or
Every Wednesday, 11:01, yeah, every week.
yeah?
I just thought I'd make it into more of a regular thing rather than
Yeah.
start making sessions kind of every now and again. So then,
Yeah.
you know, we can. It's quite good as well, you know, to do at home. It's something to look forward to, I think.
I know it is. I only think is that schools go back in 2 weeks, but then it will be good in the Easter if you're doing it in over Easter.
I probably will be doing these over Easter as usual. And then with my community workshops, I've got some again every Friday.
Yeah.
I'll be doing Easter crafts as well. So it's going to be on Facebook Live. I don't know if you've got Facebook, Liz.
I think I have. Yeah, I did share it with a few people at school.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
But,
Okay, I'll send you the link after the session and then.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just looking at something else that someone contacted me about, which was called, what's it called? Purple. Is that finished?
Does that look finished?
I don't know, or do we need to?
Does it look finished?
I don't know.
More of the spark.
Let's use up all we've got and fill in the white.
Can
Yeah.
we use
Yeah.
that with like a spongy thing?
We just need this sponge or another one.
Can we use a different kind of texture? We want a sponge.
What brush?
Brush? Spongy.
I quite like how all the different colours mix as well on the surface, you know. As you apply more materials and layers, the colours start to blend as well. How are you getting along, Fiona? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm grand. It's so lovely listening to all the different noises that people are making, and just the nice chat and the sort of ideas getting flung together. Yeah, this is just fantastic. I'm really enjoying just playing around with all the bits of paint. And I've kind of laid down inks to begin with, and then I'm messing around now with acrylics.
Oh, brilliant. Sounds good.
I'm all in green. I'm all about the greens and the blues just now.
Yeah.
I really appreciated you moving me into bolder colours last time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So once I've finished this bit, I'm gonna get the bolder, the redder palette out, the hotter
Oh,
palette.
very good. No, I do like using a lot of bright colours. It just makes you happy when you see bright colours in general, you know. And I quite like the freedom with this idea, you know, anyone can kind of come together and make different marks and explore different materials.
Yeah.
And it's quite a fun and relaxed kind of activity as well.
So I had a lot of fun with this sieve, which may never look the same again.
Oh, very good.
But what I found was I needed to be quite gentle with it. Initially, I was bashing it onto the page, but actually, the more gentle I was with it, the more sort of speckled and distant an effect it got. So I was quite happy with that.
I've got one here, but I haven't used it yet. I wasn't sure how it was going to come about. But I think the different imprints as well that you can make from these different materials is quite interesting as well.
Yeah. And this thing was quite good. I don't even know what I would do with this. It's been in my kitchen. It's been in my kitchen for 30 years, and I don't think I've ever used it until today. And it made some great scratchy marks.
No,
Right, should we do a new one?
yeah.
Okay.
So this time, we do some.
We filled that.
Oh, wow. Is that newsprint that you're using, Liz, or is it like?
It's a bit like newsprint, but slightly. I think it's got a slight coat on it. It's matte, but feels a bit
Okay.
or slightly thicker, but pretty similar.
Oh, that was brilliant.
But it's quite a light paper. I'm running out. Suddenly realised that I'm almost at the end of my paper at home, which is a bit of a disaster.
Need to get more paper. Can I use a brush to start off?
I'm slowly running out of A1 sheets as well. So before our next session, I'm going to have to order some more.
I had to bite the bullet and order some online this week because I was just out of my A3s. Yeah.
I've actually been going through
Should we
old
do
work
the-
and then So I did a lot of
Now,
printmaking.
should we do the
And they
drop
usually,
thing?
when you print them, you have lots of space around the print on the paper. So I've been ripping up the edges of those because it's quite good quality paper.
Yeah.
There's a point where you've just got to, you know,
Look at that.
move on from old work.
Okay, so honey,
Oh, are we going to sprinkle on it?
yeah.
Okay, it needs to be wet though, so I need to be sprinkling.
That's what I'm doing, honey.
Yeah, but it's got to be, you know.
Wet, wet.
Right, put loads on. You need it thicker. Thicker, go. I'll just follow you. More water. And we'll put other things on the top of it. Look at that. Maybe do some circles. Could you not overspread it on the paper? Okay, oh, look at that. We've got a problem here with Paul. We can't have that.
Just pour all of it on her.
No, I've got to get it off the.
Nice. Do this again.
Okay. I think maybe do a shape with the paint now. Is it water?
Okay, do you think that's enough background?
Yeah. Now we can do some.
No, creative stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Didn't
Oh,
see
sorry.
that. What do you
Right, well, use up this paint.
green? Green. More green. Why am I using so much green? Look at that. It's almost like a
Wow.
really like bushy effect. Can you use it?
I'm using these little plastic cups as well, and they make some really nice rings as well on the surface. I'll make a few. And I'll show you.
There you go. It's fine, just leave it, darling.
There we go. Things like that as well.
Yeah, they're nice.
Glasses or some plastic cups or something.
I think it's good, yeah.
You okay, Amanda? You okay, Faye?
Yeah, Faye says she likes your picture. She says it's
Oh,
good.
brilliant. Oh, she looks like she's having some fun.
On a second one.
Oh, wow. Another good thing that you can use for the base is maybe some cereal packets together. So that's another idea as well if you run out of any material to use.
Cereal packets.
We used to do. We've used a massive paper bag that we've
Oh, yes.
made different sizes.
I think that's the same kind of material that you used before, isn't it?
Oh, we use all sorts. We tend to recycle things.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
We recycle will turn into some sort of art.
Just, I don't see any.
Well, I've got quite a nice oval shape from the top of the takeaway lid.
Mommy, can we?
Oh, that reminds me of like an ice cream tub as well, where you've got different layers that kind of
Yeah.
you can, yeah. Oh, very good.
Bit too wet, though.
If you do it really fast, it doesn't do any of it. It
Oh,
just
yeah.
does the
Not as,
circles.
yeah, just this. Yeah, I think that's what someone was saying about the sieve, about not over pressing it, and you get a better definition.
Do
don't
it
you?
really fast.
Yeah, just quite light.
Yeah.
Can you get some more red?
Yes. So there.
Can
Okay.
you start red?
Can you just do it on here?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
Ready for the pressure? Okay. Do,
Oh my gosh.
do,
Look at that.
do.
Into that.
I like doing it.
Mm.
Is anything wrong with that?
No?
It's great when you find a thing and a color and a texture and you just keep doing it over and over and over. I had a dice and I just kept pressing the dice in and getting different marks every time.
Well, that seems to be happening with bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Look, I'm using a paint. This looks nice. Oh, can I use a stamp?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
I'm gonna go. I am so paint.
I think there's something about using objects and paints that feel much more improvised in comparison to, say, using chalks or pens or something.
I think it's because you don't know what it's going to do. You can't plan it, you've got to let it go a bit, haven't you? Whereas we often set things that we should be doing with materials, don't you? If it's chalk, I should do it in a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think about what you're creating rather than kind of working with the materials and kind of
Yeah.
making it more experimental.
Ah. Oh, I just dropped a candle into my paint. Seems a bit serendipitous. I'll need to do something with that.
Yeah. Mm. I think it'd be quite good to do it where you have only one object like this flat lid, and that's the only thing you're allowed to use to get as many different
Yes, yeah.
I like that. I like the sound of that. Yeah.
I've already got 2 different marks from one plastic lid, so quite exciting. Look at that, Paul.
Okay,
What are you doing now?
get a stamp. Stamp. Bird stamp. Where's all the paint gone?
Oh, so
Oh, that doesn't. The
Put
cake's
it
up
on it.
it.
something a bit more
Oh, mommy.
ooh, I think just dragging something along is good, isn't it?
Okay, now bird, 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 bird.
Black's here if you want it.
Oh, I like that. Do you want to use this?
Now,
I'm just doing some letters. I thought it'd be interesting to do letters in this like controlled way.
As in painting letters or printing or?
Sort of scraping them with the lid of the plastic lid again.
Nice.
I'm just writing life in big letters.
life. I like that. Life. which one is it?
Why?
I'm doing cows. So, I think these are cows.
I don't know, are they cows?
Yep, cows. Look, Mummy. They look like cows. Cow. Cow.
Do they look like cows?
Cow.
Got some toothbrushes here as well that I'm going to experiment with.
Well, do it again.
Right, now what? Let's do to it. Is this one, are you still working on this one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
What is this one?
now what colour now?
Oh, rabbit.
You want any new colours? These old glue need bits of acrylic that need using
Where's
up.
some more blue?
Blue?
Yeah.
Blue?
Can I do that? I want to do it.
And just pour, it comes out really quickly.
On here.
Might not come out then, I think the lid's blocked. I know, but just don't tip it very much, okay? It poured out.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's already runny then. Where's the stamp gone?
I don't know. No?
12:45. Massive.
Good actually as well, honey, because I've got lots of old bits of paint that need using. They just wait and I get, so it's a good way to use stuff up, isn't it?
Bloody yellow. Right, let's see what happens.
Green, now, do you want some green or not? I want some purple. How do you make purple, Cole?
You make purple with red and blue.
Good, I like that. Figure of eight. It's done. You've finished with that one. Thank you. So, what
Is it
next?
purple? Or is it just
Okay.
made red?
I think it's,
Use that one again.
A bit more blue.
Doing big faces. Do
Yeah,
orange,
it's
red, blue. Because I won't use the purple much. Not the purple. I'll show you how that turns out. Watch. Right now, that colour. Like that. Have I got that? Or do you want a different colour? That colour? Yeah. Mhm. Send it in.
I think I'm done with this one, Mummy.
okay.
And can we show them?
Yeah, it's really crazy. Okay,
Mum, I like the background. So
which way up is it?
is it you turn it around like like that.
Wow. That was brilliant. Is that in piece then?
Excellent.
The back actually is quite nice
Mhm.
because you can
Oh, wow.
Quite soaked through.
Yeah.
see through it well. Look at
Ooh.
that.
Thing where like like those things that can turn into different pictures, but it's one
Yeah,
when you move it a bit.
you could take photos of close-up bits, couldn't you? Do you want to do one more?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it on this sheet, purpley sheet?
Yeah.
With that extra bit, I don't want to cut.
Maybe you should think about using like newspapers or magazines as well.
Yeah,
Sort of background,
we
possibly.
might have to move into that.
Mum,
Yeah.
first when you do things like this, I think you need a background first.
Oh, yeah, that's quite nice when it's not quite like that. And
It
it's
looks
not
like it's
too
wood.
thick. It does look like wood, yeah.
Are you doing okay, Rochelle?
Yeah, Maisie didn't want to do it anymore though.
No, she looked like she was having fun.
She was until her hands were getting dirty.
I got up early this morning to lay all my things out, nice and neat, and it gets very messy very quickly. Put it that way. But I'm just experimenting now with this brush, and it's really fine. So I'm just making like loads of different marks and trying to blend different colours together as well.
Look.
Ooh.
And it seems to work quite well, actually.
You do it. Oh, that one's yours. I've done it on that one.
Can I use a bit of red?
Yeah.
Can I put it on that thing again? That thing.
It's okay.
I like those ones. I might. What about that? What about that? I don't think it'll work. You need to water it down a bit. Look.
Yeah, I'm just making a bit glittery.
Although it's quite a fast technique, you sometimes have to be a wee bit patient with your tools to let them grow on you, don't you? You've got to be a little bit patient with it all.
No, I think you find certain materials that work really well, and then some of them, yeah, you've definitely got to be a bit more patient with them as well, because I think it's quite interesting because, to an extent, you don't know how they're going to look on the surface. Yeah, that's the kind of interesting part about this. So I would definitely call it more of an experimental artwork as well.
For sure.
For sure.
It's kind of like any sculptural paint. You've got to find what the tool either wants to do or can do, haven't you? And like you say, you have to be a bit of patience with that. Or if
Try it again in a different way.
yeah.
No.
Like it.
We've got lots of
Lettering, but it's more
what do you think?
Maybe like
got life,
life.
art,
World.
art, life, world.
Art life world.
Do you want to use? What about this? Want to use that one?
World.
What?
No.
I need to get silver.
Keep an eye on the screen. Let's do that. Why aren't you doing what I want you to do?
Don't get stressed. Not
I'm not
everything
getting
goes at
stressed.
once.
I'm not getting stressed. Just playing up now.
Yeah. Let's go then using
Wow. That's better, isn't it?
don't know about that. No. No, I don't.
Isn't the light back a bit? Oh no.
You put it in the sunlight, it'll definitely see the
What? Oh. Yellow brush. Yeah. Yeah. I do.
Life,
Nice.
love,
What about hard?
hard. Art life hard.
Difficult?
No. Live life through art. Love life. Live art.
Okay. And no.
What kinds of materials are you using, Amanda?
We're still using the acrylic paints, but we've got things like she's using quite a lot of my what I used to use when I used to do clay modelling. So I've got quite a few little tools that she's been messing about with different ends on them. Do you want to show Holly what you've done so far on that one? That one. Go and bring it to the camera. And mainly kitchen stuff. It's cake making things.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, you've got some of the rings as well.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
That was beautiful.
Brilliant.
I like it being on the
Really nice.
paper.
Yeah, it's quite a thick wrapping paper.
Yeah, and a different colour background is nice, isn't it?
It is nice to start with a different background. There's quite a lot of space in it as well. It feels like a really kind of big piece.
Right. We're going to do more on this one. Making more. Right. Have you finished this one? Finished. Right. Okay. Not mine.
Finish it. Right, what makes a good sweeping shape, Mark?
And you said that at the same time a minute ago.
Did I?
A minute. Well, okay. You don't want to sell them. I think. Right. That. About right. That's ready. A different colour. Red. Okay. So I'm just going to clean the end of this. Okay. Ooh. Like a red balloon.
That was because smoothing and now remember.
Oh my, that's ridiculous. What's happened there?
Look how wet it is.
Wow.
It
That
looks
will be an
really like a
amazing-
rainbow.
That-
Okay, let me just.
It's difficult to know when to stop.
Yes. You know, you could take photos as you go along, couldn't you? And then you could have a little film.
Oh, yes.
And then
That's
it
a good
doesn't matter
idea.
if it just becomes a sort of brown, ripped up sludge. But
And then you can go back and say, that's where I should have stopped.
yeah, oh, it's quite nice like a film, isn't it? You could turn the pictures into a film.
But this is really process driven, isn't it? It's so such, yeah, really kind of what's the words I'm looking for? Peaceful's not quite right, but something like that.
Hers. I got it all. It'll wash. I don't mind. Fine.
Came all over my phone now.
Oh, we have to go. What time is it?
Just coming up 12 o'clock.
All right.
So we'll get us ready for our podcast.
Yeah. Okay, have you washed your stuff? Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, you want to go to the loo. And then, not quite, no. You want to hold it up and show them?
I just got
Got me the-
my hands again.
Dave's just laughing at me because I've got paint on them.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, look at all those marks. That's incredible.
Fabulous.
All the different directions that it goes in as well.
Oh, wow.
Do that me.
Okay, right, we have to go for a walk now.
Oh, no worries, Liz.
We're going out, we'll have it when we get back. There you go.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I really like type, but I'm really bad at it, so I think this is my way to do words.
Great.
I
Right,
love it. I love it. That's gorgeous.
Well, thank you so much for joining.
I will be back. I might just really use it to do letters and get textures of letters. Thank you, Holly, and everyone. That was really. Oh, I feel good from that.
Enjoy your walk.
Wednesday.
Have a nice rest of the session.
Oh, thank you very much. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Time to talk. Okay, you have to say goodbye. Holly, then.
Okay. I'm going. Thank you very much, Faye.
Faye's going to talk to her sister now. Okay, so
Bye, Faye.
Tomorrow, Amanda, sorry.
I think so. Yeah, I've got to sort of manoeuvre work a bit, but yes.
Yeah, it's just because I've got a call at the same time on Friday for a new project that I'm doing. So it's just for this week that it'll be tomorrow.
It's fine. Yeah, we'll should be
No
right. Okay then.
Very much.
See?
Thank you for joining.
Thanks, Holly.
Bye.
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 Bye, everyone.
Oh, I think they really enjoyed it. It's quite nice to see everyone's different pieces that they create because everything is, very different as well. So
They're all massive as well.
That's true. What's Maisie created then? Have you? I know the drawing, but have a look.
I'll get you a few.
Oh, thank you.
Some of them are very sticky. So I've got a few that aren't too sticky, I think.
Oh. What kind of materials does she use then?
She used
I know she's used her hands because I could see her straight away. She went straight for the hands in the paint.
that's what's underneath all this scraping and
Ooh.
Oh, yes, yes.
Is it a fork that you've used? I quite like the little
Yeah.
implements, you know, where you put the paint on then scraped it away.
yeah, she used
Oh, very good.
scraping. There's this one as well. I don't know what. I think that was the palette knife. I'm not sure.
Ooh. Now, I like the colours that she's used as well. Because I think you can see behind here, that's one that Maisie did as well, isn't it? I've got quite a few of your designs on my wall behind me as well. No, they look great.
This is one. I think we did this one together because I'm sure I did some of this as well, showing her what.
Oh, is it like a palette knife or a comb or something that you've used for the bottom?
It was a lid off a drink.
Oh, it's brilliant. I like it.
Lids are very useful, aren't they?
And then this one. She really likes that colour.
Oh,
Nice.
bit of colour as well.
What's caused the green kind of splotchy bits in the middle?
Oh, it was something from her Play-Doh set.
Oh, very good.
All right.
I don't know what that was called, but
And then you have the task of getting paint off everything at the end of the day. Do you do the pictures? Do you do the painting as well, Rachel?
Yeah, we did some of them together. So I was just showing her what to
Yeah.
showing her that they make different patterns. Yeah, just as a hand, so
I think this activity is quite good for, you know, learning about different objects as well, you know.
yeah.
And also it's an activity that everyone can do and they can kind of come together and explore the different materials together, which is quite nice.
She really enjoyed it, but today she just wanted her hands to stay clean.
No worries. Well, the video is recorded as well, so I can always send you the full one as well if she wants to have a look again.
Yeah, bless her. I guess she was using her hands and then suddenly she needed them to be clean. So
Oh, that's brilliant. Rochelle, are you still okay for tomorrow's workshop as well? At 10 o'clock.
yeah.
Brilliant.
I ain't got no. Yeah, well, just that meeting that we've all got, but we don't need it, do we?
I don't think so. Now, what I've been doing as well is using my camera and then using Zoom to record and then getting photographs using my phone and my camera as well. So
Yeah.
I find it really interesting because, you know, the idea of like a live event and in a way we're all performing with the materials, but then what does it mean to just view the documentation of it? So rather than watching it, what does it mean to either see the pieces or see the photographs after? And also, what does it mean to view the recording after the events happened as well? Those are things that I'm kind of thinking about as well.
Yeah. We got some photos. I don't know where I put my camera now.
So what I do after all these sessions as well is I quite like collecting everyone's, you know, photographs and, you know, development shots and everything. I find it, you know, really interesting to see what everyone's made.
Yeah, you can see her using the palette knife. If it,
Oh, brilliant. Oh, thank you very much.
there's a few close-up ones of
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, my memory card's full now.
Also, it's just a space where, you know, you can kind of come together and just have fun with making art as well, which is quite good.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I should have used my other camera, maybe my black one.
Are you using inks then, Fiona, or are you using some different paints as well?
So I started with inks and I'm actually back on inks right now, but I've splashed about with acrylics.
Ooh.
I do love acrylics. You can just do so much. There's much more big spaces and textures you can make with acrylics, I think. So I have gone to warmer colours though.
Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, that's brilliant.
So there's quite a lot of like little circles and lots of scrunches
I like
and a
the
lot of
rings
kind
that-
of textures. Reminded me of something that I did in the 1980s with a bedroom, sort of, yeah, just doing rag rolling, and
Oh, yeah.
kind of rag rolled for, so there was a bit of rag rolling for a little bit. It wasn't really a rag, it was more of a, yeah, just a bit of tissue really.
It's quite good because over time, when you use a different object, whether it's different ones or the same ones, you kind of get used to using them, and you kind of work out the different techniques and textures that they can make as well. So that's great. It's quite good that you're also relaxed with the objects as well that you're using, because I was worried that in the session we'd be focusing too much on what we were doing rather than just having kind of fun with them, and it being more about the activity as well. It is more about the activity and the experience rather than the finished thing. It's more of a learning process as well, which is quite fun.
It's just very nice to sit down both with a bit of focus, but also just to relax into something, and
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, it's really nice. Nice.
No, as soon as I started these workshops, I didn't want them to be too taught in a way. I kind of wanted to just create an environment where, you know, we can all come together and then just have a conversation, you know, just enjoy what we're doing as well.
I really like that. So I was at an art workshop on Monday evening,
Oh,
and this bit of paper that I'm reusing, I had used on Monday to just practice with mixing colours.
oh yes.
So it was like a wasted bit of paper almost, and there was a couple of like little drawings, sort of placing objects on places. So it was a wasted bit of paper, but I just made it into a beautiful bit of paper.
No, it's quite good as well, because when you're doing this activity as well, you can use, you know, recycle materials as well, so you don't have to you know, go especially and buy, you know, different cards and everything. You can really reuse different materials that you've got around the house, I would say.
Yeah, and things that actually, things that you can actually just throw out at the end of the day and not have to clean. Just, you know what? That's just straight in the bucket. I've just found a bit of foam that came with, I don't know, a bit of packaging somewhere. And I've cut it up into a kind of square that I'm going to make some marks
Oh, nice.
with.
No, another one to use is like bubble wrap. That's another good material.
Yeah.
Maybe use
Oh.
different printmaking kind of things as well.
Oh, that's so spongy. I need a bit of yellow to mix in there.
No, I really like using these plastic cups as well to make, you know, circular rings with them as well. It's quite a good material.
I like that you work so big.
Yeah.
Like when we first went into lockdown, I wasn't able to go to my art class, my art
Yeah.
clubs, and everything just seemed to shut down. And
Yeah.
everything that I did, Holly, was in absolute microscopic
Oh, no.
detail, and everything was just sort of like square and jagged and just repetitive, and I was just like repeating patterns over and over and over. So this is actually really freeing to kind of try and work a bit bigger. I'm still using tiny, look at my cup that I'm using. Look at my tiny little cup. And your cup's huge. And I'm like, oh no, I've not got enough space on my paper for that.
No, another one that you could use is like milk bottle tops or something, plastic tops.
Well, I got a wee tea light. So I've got quite big, I've got a wee bit bigger than my tiny little one. So there's bigger space there. My phone's giving it ding dong. I don't know what's going on. Just paint on my nose. Excellent. Oh, now paint on my top lip. Brilliant. I might need to go and have a wee wash.
Did you say you go to art clubs then, Fiona?
Yes. I actually go with my dad. Who. Yeah, my dad lives down in the Borders, which is about 13 miles away from Edinburgh. And he goes to art classes. And when I stopped working, one of the lovely things that I was able to do was to spend a bit more time with my dad. And I joined his art clubs, so that I could go, we would make a day of it. We'd go down and have lunch together and then pop over to the art club. I was quite the young thing there, I've got to be honest. It's yeah, not so much the young thing here.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, would you be able to maybe share the Zoom details or link or something? Maybe just see if anyone else,
Yeah.
to art or abstract art would possibly like to join in.
Yeah, there's a lady who I've only met on Zoom who has a little boy. Can't get that wrong, Fiona. Yeah, I think she would be I think she might be quite interested in joining as well. So, and I'm Zooming her with her this afternoon. So I'll push it out.
Oh, thank you very much.
They're mostly quite older people who are quite fascinated by landscapes and a lot of watercolors.
Yes, yeah.
Which is fine.
No, I do like working with watercolors, but I think there's just something more about abstract art and creating different shapes and compositions that's really interesting for me. Are you okay, Rochelle? Did you manage to find it?
Yeah. We're trying to get on the iPad, so I've just let us I'm just going through the photos now.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much.
Okay.
If you'd both be able to, obviously you don't have to, but if you'd like, send me some photographs and possibly send, one or two of your pieces in the post to me or something. Because what I'm doing is each week I'm going to be changing around this kind of wall, and each piece that people have sent me in from each workshop will be behind me as well. I think it's quite nice, the more people that join, it's quite nice to see your work on the wall as well. So we're hoping to have it more of like a gallery wall and then kind of workshop. That's where we're kind of going with this as well. But obviously it's only the first workshop, but I'm just going to try and attract more attention to it as well, and then see how many more people would like to join.
Like, it's almost like you're
Oh man, I've forgotten the name of the artist. Does all sorts of work. I'll leave it with me. I'm going to come back to you. I'll blurt it out in a moment or two. Perry, Grayson Perry.
Oh,
That's who I'm looking
Perry.
at.
Yep,
Yes.
I saw one of his programs on. I think it was at the start of lockdown as well with his wife.
Yeah.
I think it was Grace.
You can't help but love Grayson Perry. You really can't.
They had a program called Grayson Perry's Art Club as well. And each week he'd, do things like portraits or sculptures or something. It was really good. And he always works with, bright colours as well, which is quite nice.
And he's such a cheerful, honest person. Oh, so good. So do you usually go to the art workshops, Rochelle, yourself? Or is it something that you do with your daughter?
Just something I do with Maisie, really. We watch Hollies, and that's.
No, Fiona, I do these workshops on a Wednesday. And then I also do a workshop with a charity called Unique Kids. Now, Amanda and Faye that were here before have attended those sessions since summer. And each week we do different crafts and everything. And it is for this charity. So each week I come up with different ideas, all using recycled materials. And we do it on Facebook Live as well. So I'm not too sure. I can't remember if you said you had Facebook because the work.
No, I'm not a Facebooker at all. So
well,
caused me no amount of grief over the last year.
Oh,
clearly I'm Luddite.
I always do it live from my art page, so they are specifically for members of that charity, but then other people like Rochelle and Maisie can then tune in as well and watch. And I think it's really good, something to do with the kids as well. It's quite a nice activity. Quite good as well that we've got a few adults as well joining the mark making session. It's quite good,
It's so nice listening to the kids as well, though. It's so lovely because they're just so immediately expressive, aren't they? Yeah.
She's come back downstairs now. She's been drawing pictures now.
How old is Maisie?
She's 3. She turned 3 at the end of last year.
Right. So she'll be missing nursery. When might she get back to nursery?
She hasn't been yet. We was meant to have her in January, but because of COVID and things.
Everything's just gone on hold, hasn't it?
Yeah. I think I called them about 5 times and they kept saying, "Oh, we're sorting it," and it never worked out. I'll sit here.
I can sit under you.
Yes. Sorry.
I'm running out of paints now. No, not running out of paints. That's not true. That's a lie. I'm running out of paints that I've put onto my palette. My palette is all used.
Now, the amount of times that I refilled my palette during this workshop is unbelievable. I think you just get carried away as well. That's the nice idea of this activity. You just get carried away with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Ours got mixed up straight away. It's all pretty much brown.
What?
Look at your face.
Hi, Maisie. Maisie, I absolutely love the bow in your hair. Did you choose that this morning?
You choose that one.
And my this have pink bow.
Yeah. I got a black one in and she wanted the pink one in.
Oh my god, I got Christmas tonight.
You got it for Christmas? Do you have other colours of bow?
Present.
Present.
Presents.
Presents. Ah,
Tonight.
She misses Christmas. She wants it to happen again. Really soon.
well, that's good. Yeah, it was an odd wee Christmas this year, one way or another.
Yeah. You enjoyed Christmas this year, didn't you? Leave him alone. He's sleeping. Where's that?
I've got these mini sheets of A5 card as well that I'm using, so I'm gonna see what I can do with those as well.
Ooh. What's this?
Me and you.
Were you painting?
Yeah. Are you painting?
You want to talk about it? What did you do?
Paint? Painted my head.
I think you're very brave painting with your hands. My hands get messy accidentally, but look, I'm painting with this just now.
You just cried upstairs because I turned it on and you didn't want it on. You do now.
I do.
Okay.
You do want Barbie on. I don't like Barbie.
You don't like Barbie?
No, I just love Barbie. I don't hate Barbie.
Oh, that's not a nice thing to say.
I cry in Barbie. I cry in Barbie.
Yeah.
Is she a crybaby, that Barbie?
Barbie, dear. Today, she loved it last week.
I eat chocolate. All of it.
Did you?
All of it. Is that all your Christmas chocolate? Is that why you want Christmas to come again?
Present.
Christmas presents.
Banana boo-boos.
Really?
None of the boo-boos. Present.
You're very loud. Not too loud. Silly. Do you like painting with it? What was you doing on this one?
Hey, look at that, Maisie. What do you think?
Oh wow.
There we are.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Like combs. I've used some plastic cups, some sponges, and I've done a bit of colour blending there as well. You can see the way all the colours kind of mix as well, which is quite
That
nice.
looks so good.
I like the way you've left space in it as well. I think this one that I'm working on just now probably leaned into being overworked now, but I just can't feel that I can leave it any space at all. I'm just like
Oh, that's
covering up every
brilliant.
last bit of space.
What would look really good is if you photographed it, you know, in different areas of the piece as well, maybe different angles.
Yeah,
Now, I quite like
yeah.
compositions that you can make, so you know, different patterns and shapes, and you know, the colours, and the fact that you can't really make the piece again to an extent. Like every piece that you make with this kind of method is very different as well.
Yeah, there's no reproduction going on here.
So Wow, look at my hands there. Oh, dear. Right, I'm on to my last sheet of A1 card now. Right.
I can hear an alarm going off. I need to go and make sure it's nothing on fire. Oh, you got it.
You okay, Rochelle?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Don't think my ears are.
Nothing on fire. Just my lunch ready.
Mom,
Yes. Pardon?
will you go on the trip
You want to go on a trip?
with you?
Ooh. Where to? That's so silly.
We drive it back.
Oh.
Nice.
Another thing that's interesting is when you kind of put a sheet down or a piece of paper down for the activity, all the materials and all the objects that you're using kind of go onto that material with paint on. So they're making imprints. And this is actually my final sheet. Obviously I've added these brush strokes in, but everything else has actually just been accidental marks from objects that have just been laying around.
Yeah, so just using up the last wee bits, as it were.
Yeah.
Incredible. Honestly, it's just amazing what you managed to get down in such a short space of time.
I think with this activity, there's different objects that you can use, different ways of doing it, and you actually find yourself generating quite a few pieces very quickly as well, which is great. I've got a bit of A2 card here as well that I might use.
I'm actually going to need to go. I've got some lunch getting cooked for me. Is probably stretching it a bit. Get some soup heated up for me, which is lovely. So
Right, I'll
quite happy with that.
hold it now. Right.